in our last Wednesday night meeting, but it basically says this. This is what it says, that if our gospel is hid, it is hid to those who are perishing, those who are lost, right? In whom, verse 4, the God of this world has blinded the minds of those who believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel should shine unto them. Everybody shout, okay. Everybody say it again. So our thought for today is just simply, our thought for this month, Brother James White III, God wants his world back. Y'all tell me what God wants. Say it again. What does God want? His world back. Our subtopic for today, Jesus drinks from the bitter cup. Say it with me. Jesus drinks from the bitter cup. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. I think we have the notes working now. I want to start by giving you an illustration. I'm working this illustration. One of the things that's interesting, y'all listening to me? One of the things that's interesting about this idea of God wanting this world back is that it's one that we don't talk about in church at all. And so when I start working with and playing around with this thought, I'm like, okay, God, help me to make this plain. And it is interesting, Sister Gail Williams, on our way to church this morning, my music wouldn't work. For whatever reason, my car would not pick up the music from my phone. And I got frustrated, so I turned on the radio. When I turned the radio on, I turned on the satellite radio, and I went down to religious broadcasts or something like that. And I came to a station that I've never dropped on before called ETWN. On this station, they have a Catholic priest that they're interviewing, and this Catholic priest talks about how he's been meeting with priests all over the world who are frustrated that just with overall Christianity. And he says something that made me and Dr. White look at each other. He says, all the world needs to know that all that the Christian gospel is about is God wants his world back. And we looked at each other. And the thing was going on, and I was trying to find some singing. So right when he said God wants his world back, Elder Color, I had mashed the button to go to the next station. And then I'm like, oh my God, he wants his world back. And we scrambled to go back, and we got back, and we didn't get to hear the rest. He had moved on from that. But it is interesting. It is always good to know that when God is sort of like pressing in on your heart, you're not the only one he's pressing in on. That really, 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 that, man, what we're doing today, this being dressed up and all that other stuff, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean a hill of beans if God doesn't get his world back. And so I want to take time to illustrate to you why this is so important to God and how he actually lost it so that we can understand what it is he's after. Everybody shout, all right. In the beginning was God. You're a big guy, so we're going to let you be God. And then you're the champ of, you're the champ. You're the champ, Brother Reese. So here is God, right? James and Cindy, y'all look real nice together. Y'all young, newly married, so y'all going to be Adam and Eve for me. Come on up, Adam and Eve. That's right. Don't you yell out one verse without verifying it verse. God created the world. On the sixth day, he created man. He said to man, it is not good that you are alone, so I'm going to make for you a helpmate. He put man to sleep. You got to go down, man. He put man to sleep. He pulled out a man's rib, boom, and he fashioned for him a woman. Said, man, wake up. Turned him around and looked, and man said, wait a minute. In my Bible, it doesn't say he went. In my Bible, it says he went and he said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall